Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, the place they call the Rock and the home of the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Golden Eagles will kick it off to get us underway. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Louisiana's offense has the ball first today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
He's brought down, but did you see the hit this freshman took as he delivered the football?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The play-action fake. Looking down the middle. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Raging Cajuns want to pick up the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Raging Cajuns will punt this one away. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And just an awesome job by that defender on that play. Great awareness, and he had his eyes on the quarterback, so he saw the ball thrown, and as such, he was able to go and swat it away.
And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
As a defense, we are talking about this right now. As soon as they come out under center, alert, alert, quarterback sneak, everybody dive at the feet of the offensive lineman, create a pile, jump to the football. Great job by the defense understanding the formation, stopping the quarterback sneak.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got him just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's Maldonado. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Raging Cajuns will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Louisiana.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
They'll run it from the gun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down. Looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit.
False start offense.
Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. First down and more. There he goes. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. A strike downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. They'll try to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes...
Turns on the Jets. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Rushes on him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And there's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Raging Cajuns come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for the score. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit up.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Blasted as he lets it go. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Turning it on. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Red pass, it's complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you...
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. He's looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Got his man to the left. There he goes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Savage. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Here's a heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the rock.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuating receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
So now it's second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Golden Eagles are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Now he's going to break the pocket. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And the Golden Eagles will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He uncorks one deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Gets it out quickly. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field really good decisions by the QB.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. The Golden Eagles are rolling down the field. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Pocket breaking down. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
I love the aggressive nature by the offense, trying to throw this in the end zone for a TD, but this is the risk when you drop your quarterback back close to the goal line.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little room.
Returner is tackled down at the 37. And your Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw.
Looking deep down the right side. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency going.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together, get some good mojo going.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Raging Cajuns want to crank the tempo. He'll do it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. The give on the option. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Raging Cajuns have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Bring in the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Yost. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Southern Mississippi has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
The Golden Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Touchdown, Southern Miss, and they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback did...
The extra point is blocked. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
36, Louisiana 17.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Raging Cajuns headed quickly to the line. Back to pass. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. 1st down for this offense.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Holding. Offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. It's a fumble. Well, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck, and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Let's go. They'll go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Get set, get set. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got it to the 43-yard line, and a 1st down for this offense.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an...
It's a seam wide open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Raging Cajuns getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll go right back to the run. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
First down for Southern Miss.
This is what